What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 14. Spoiler warning for the show, comics, spin-offs, movies, everything, but definite mature content warning because the trailer breakdown that we're going to do highlights some things that are for a mature audience, that's for sure. So spoiler warning and mature content warning. Well, this episode picks up where Negan, Carol, and everything left off. But before we get to it, guys, please hit that subscribe button. We have a goal of 100,000 subscribers, and it's really important for us to achieve that goal. Hit the join button to become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family, and ring the bell to be notified when we post videos every day. Now, the trailer starts like this, and it's kind of comical. And I know it's not supposed to be, but all I can see is Macaulay Culkin. Ah! But either way, Carol is getting an eye for an eye. Well, I guess a head for a head. On the Whisperer border, you see Carol, Negan, and Alpha's head. They put it there for Beta and the Whisperers to find it. And is that the right move? Is that the smart move? I don't know, but it's the move either way. And Beta's mask is fixed. You can see that before it had the tear in it, and now it doesn't. So how do they do it? Super glue? Is it some of that Flex Seal? Wow, that'll cost you thousands. But ultimately, that was fixed. See, right there, that's what Mary ripped off, and it's not like that. So what's going to happen with Beta's face, we'll have to see. But down the road, it could get ripped apart again, and maybe the whole mask gets ripped off. But Beta repaired it, and I just ask how? These Whisperers have a bunch of tricks up their sleeve. Negan says to Carol, he did his part, now she has to do hers. But what was that? What does he want out of all this? He took out Alpha. What was Carol supposed to do? Make it better for him at Alexandria? That he can go back there? And this face just looks funny. She's like, looks like that Return to Oz movie. You ever seen that? You know what I'm talking about, with the heads in the glass cases? It's just weird. And the face looks totally funny. And it's not supposed to, but it just does. Either way, Carol says she's out of here. She's not going back. So where is Carol going? Is she going in exile again? Is she exiling herself? And I guess she's on her side of the border because you can see the face kind of pointing towards Negan, and it's the other side. In another trailer, we saw that Carol was walking in the woods with Lydia's bow staff. And we thought she was by herself, and we haven't seen this yet. She got the bow staff. She met with Negan. Where's Lydia? We don't know. Is Daryl going to come find her? Is Connie, Maggie, somebody going to find Carol? And where is she going? Either way, Negan goes to the cabin, shack, whatever you want to call it, that he put Lydia in. And really, how many shacks or shanties or cabins are around this place left? I guess a bunch. We know that Lydia's not there, or at least she got away. Maybe she went back and found Daryl, and Daryl went there, or Daryl tracked her, because you're going to see Daryl and Negan inside this cabin. But Negan goes in, and he's like, oh man, where is she? What did she do? Where did Lydia go? Hopefully she's safe, I would assume so, but the last time we saw her, it was the climactic, is she there? Is she not there? She opens the cabin and she's here. How far away is this? Where is this actually? You know, it looks different. It looks kind of a different field and a different area. But Lydia got away. Alpha was taken out by Negan, and it was an awesome episode. But what does the future hold for Lydia? We just don't know, because this is kind of uncharted territory, because the show is the show and the comic is the comic. But Negan steps in. You can see Daryl's head there, and he punches Negan again. This is the second time Daryl has punched Negan. The first time got Glenn killed. Say what you will about that, but if Daryl doesn't do that, Glenn probably lives, and the story is drastically different. But either way, Negan is punched. Daryl points his crossbow at Negan, and I just wonder, how did Daryl get it? Because the last time we saw Daryl, he didn't have it. Lydia had it. When she saved him, they went back to Hilltop, and I'm sure Lydia brought it with her. I think she had it on the back of Daryl's motorcycle, but either way, Daryl did not have it previously. So maybe he went back to Hilltop, or somebody else had it, but Hilltop's pretty tore up. So who actually survived the Hilltop battle, and they're going to start rebuilding it? We just don't know. Because remember, Lydia was on Daryl's motorcycle. They drove in, and I'm sure Lydia had her bow staff and crossbow after she saved Daryl. Daryl's been walking around pretty good, I have to say. You know, it's one of those funny things. Like, he got stabbed in the leg, and he's just walking around like it's nothing. He walked it off, I guess. And this is when Lydia says, my mom's coming. And I wonder if people are going back to Hilltop to start rebuilding, or they went back to Alexandria. But like I said, Daryl did not have his crossbow in Season 10, Episode 12. And the Barrington house and Hilltop is pretty tore up, but I would assume people go back there and start rebuilding, either in this episode or the back half of season 10 or season 11. But again, Daryl did not have the crossbow the last time we saw him, but he has it here. And I highly doubt that Daryl's going to kill Negan. Does Daryl know what Negan did? Doubtful, but this reminds me of season 7 when he kind of did the same thing to Dwight and he didn't kill him. He has the knife pointed at him, he let him go, and Dwight helped the group. I'm not sure if Daryl's going to be able to coexist with Negan in the same way, but I'm kind of interested in that. I talk about it in another video, my Now What video. What does the future hold of season 10 and season 11 for Carol, Daryl, Negan, Beta, Maggie, a bunch of different things, because this is kind of different what could happen on going forward. Will Negan run away? Will Carol run away? Not sure, but I can't wait to find out. Then we see Eugene addressing everyone, talking that he's been on a rendezvous with someone over the radio, with someone out of our orbit, or something like that. Basically, Stephanie. He tells everybody. You can see Jerry saying bye to Ezekiel, and Jerry hates that. Jerry's like, you can't go. Ezekiel's like, I gotta try, because we know that Ezekiel, Eugene, and Yumiko ride to go meet up with Stephanie. Maybe they run into Princess, maybe they don't, but I can't wait to find out how it goes down. But it's kind of sad right there for Jerry. Then we see Beta and Alpha's head. It's a little dangerous there, Beta, but I doubt Alpha's gonna bite Beta. That'd be pretty crazy, right? You see Alpha's head like trying to bite Beta, and he actually gets bit. That would be crazy. I doubt it, right? But it's kind of creepy. It's got that horror aspect. Pretty cool. Then we see Eugene, Yumiko, and Ezekiel on horseback. Why don't they have 3 horses? Why do they have 2? Did they only bring 2? Or are there only 2 left? But either way, this reminds me of the previous trailer when we saw them in the road or highway or whatever you want to call it, going somewhere. Now in this trailer, we see the highway and we see the cityscape in the background. Not sure what city is it. Is it Pittsburgh? Is it somewhere in West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, where they're supposed to meet? Before, we just saw the radio tower and the open highway in the distance. Now we see the cityscape. We weren't sure if it's going to be Pittsburgh or what, but the last time Eugene and Stephanie talked, they were supposed to meet in Charleston, West Virginia, which is halfway from where Stephanie is, which could be Ohio, like in the comics. And Eugene's like, I want to be the fool, so I can be the fool to go meet up with Stephanie. This is them, Yumiko, Eugene, and Ezekiel. Do they meet Stephanie? Princess, one of the Commonwealth soldiers, which I believe could be Rufus or somebody we're going to meet is what people are saying, but I'm going with Princess most likely. Then we see Beta in like a western town, downtown kind of thing. It looks like a saloon. I think this is in Hogansville, Georgia, where they filmed a couple other places where they went to the theater. I don't know if it's the same spot in this universe, but I believe the filming was in the city of Hogansville. Reminds me of that Fear the Walking Dead season 5 when they went to that Humbug's Gulch, that western town. But you see Beta up top, and he's like, lend me your ears. Robin Hood, Men in Tights, anybody? Anyone? Lend me your ears. That's disgusting. Either way, Beta is the person in charge. And what's he going to do? Is he going to attack Alexandria again? With the Whispers and the Walkers? But Beta is running things. So either they go back to Hilltop, he goes back to Alexandria, or they go to Oceanside. That's really all we got. That's where our group is. Well, our group's all over the place. Well, the season started with Oceanside. Are they going to go back to Oceanside? Is it going to be Oceanside and Alexandria have a battle next? I hope so. That'll be pretty cool. But the trailer ends with Beta and his arms stretched out on the second floor of that building. But what if they go to Oceanside and they attack Oceanside? That could definitely happen. Or they go to Alexandria. In the comics, they attack Hilltop and Alexandria. They don't really go to Oceanside. Where are we going to get the water tower death? I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but Oceanside could definitely be attacked. Not really on the beach because they filmed that at Jekyll Island and they didn't really film that again. They filmed the opening stuff of season 10 there. So either they go to Oceanside or Alexandria. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Do you think Daryl takes out Negan? I don't, because Negan is such a complex character. And we just lost Michonne for the show. We recently lost Rick, Carl, Glenn, Abraham, some major characters. Pretty soon, if we lose Negan and anybody else, I mean, I doubt we're going to lose Daryl and Carol. We're going to get Maggie back at some point. Hopefully we see Connie again. But what does the future hold for the remaining cast. Let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, and for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, check it out. The link is in the description. All these books are available now, and the sales come back to the book series as well as the PT channel. Thank you guys for watching, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.